Here behind this vase, we see the culprit and I suppose the main antagonist of the game, Maxwell. Or at least I hope his name is Maxwell. He took the title of the game a little bit too literal and now here we are. Needing to clean up after him like he's the boss of us. But of course, we can't let him know we enjoy it. Little does he know, I do put pots and glasses on the edge of the table, just for him to see it and inevitably sweep it off, fitting into my cleaning and organizing addiction. What up, boyos? Here we are in A Little to the Left, a game about the horrors of OCD and dealing with it, and also Maxwell, our clumsy companion that obviously doesn't mean it, when Grandma's ashes suddenly take a plummet off the mahogany shelf. Well, I for one am excited for cheap dopamine, so let's jump right into it. Ooh, it sounds like someone is putting the top of the cookie jar back on. It sounds very nice. Putting the top of the cookie jar back on after someone has decided to take it off, and, well, sadly for them, I don't think they have index fingers, or fingers at all. Well, maybe they do, but not ones that can be used to grab cookies, so they were very let down by that fact. Chapter 1, Home Sweet Home. Something about this game, it inspires me to just chill, to just sit in my chair and just look at what needs to be done. You know, just get things done. Something about every game in this genre is just melancholic. And here we have Maxwell. I really didn't expect him to be so majestic. In fact, he's a little bit too majestic for him to be a, well, antagonist and a troublemaker like he is. I mean, we are taking care of him really well, and judging by the fact that this is the first level, I do assume that we do love him very much. We start our adventure by straightening up the cat picture. Maxwell's completely straightened up now. We gaze once more upon it and realize that we have much more to do, given that he is probably the reason everything is not working right in the apartment. But that's why we love him, right? We have a basket of different toys, I suppose, for him. We do love the cat very much, right? I mean, I would love him as well. Two little fishies, a ball and trapped. A mouse, another mouse, two kissing, and a carrot. Very nice. He doesn't have many toys, and that's probably one of the reasons why he's doing whatever he's doing. Maybe we need to buy him a bit more toys. Maybe we need to figure out a way to get him a bit more attentive into everything else rather than just destroying everything. Which I do get him. I would do the same if I didn't have any toys. So, we have pencils here that, well, for some reason we smudged with them because they were in here before, but someone came and destroyed everything, so now we need to put it back up how it was before. We are a bit of a clean freak, aren't we? Even though there's smudges, literal smudges, where the pencils should be, we just left them there because it just tells us the story of where they were before. And we don't need to do much more because of it. We could put a little sticker that matches the color of the pens and just have them everywhere, but we assume that this is enough. I do assume that we are an usual working person that does not have enough time to tend to the home as much as someone that doesn't have a job would. So I do get them. Let's start off with this one, continuing into this one, continuing into this one, along with this one, because this one will mark the end. 5 notepads, 5 sticky notes, and it looks like someone drew over them with perfect accuracy, as if at some point they were all together and now they're apart. As if they weren't sticky notes at all. Maybe someone put them together, wrote on them, and then put them apart again, which wouldn't really make sense. Someone tested their pen on their notepads, and well, then decided to not even discard it and leave it where they were. I suppose we are into reusing, aren't we? Recycling is best after all. If we run out of material, then I might say that we're screwed. There is not unlimited materials in this world. We have 4 paintings, one of a woman, one of 3 jars, one bigger than the other, and one has nice design on it as well. It does remind me a bit of old Coca-Cola bottles, which I didn't get to experience, but they did look nice. One painting with 2 perfect shells, not even, one is different than the other, and it makes up for a nice picture. They're not completely equal, but they are put in a way that they're mirroring each other. And there's a lone cabin in the woods. Trees surrounding it, but not even that many trees are there. These trees in the back have no leaves, signaling that there has been human interaction, which makes us assume that the person living here is not lazy at all. But they are living in the middle of the woods, burning wood, or maybe the leaves from these trees. Probably having a nice dinner by themselves, or, well, there could be someone in the forest that is acting like their family, and he just invited the wrong person in the house. Well, nonetheless, I hope we don't know this person, or I hope that is our cabin, and I hope that we somehow went out, took a picture of the... Or it might not even... No. What if we took a picture of a cabin that's not even ours? Let's not go ahead of ourselves. Let's just enjoy the game how it is, shall we? So now we have a lot of papers here. One check marks, and the first thing that we see from the start is that each paper has a different size to it. A drawing, for what I can assume, is a daughter, or maybe we are a teacher at a kindergarten. Well, we can sort it like this. Piece of paper, because yet again we are recycling and we're not throwing away what could be reused. In my opinion, it does look very nice and feels very nice doing it, but in my opinion it's just a waste. I mean, again, you will need to unpack this at some point, right? And it will take a longer time to unpack it than just putting it in the right position from the start. Maybe you could start writing your grocery list right away, but yet again, maybe we have too much time on our hands, and that's the whole point. Having too much time on your hands, it's not a bad thing at all. It just allows you to see what could be done, allows you to do what you couldn't do before, and overthink what wasn't meant to be a think at all. And now we have books. Ornithology, vegetation, and the history of human and man, I suppose. He looks like he's gazing into something. Maybe it's the mirror from Terraria. He's trying to go home. Let's try to sort it by thickness. It did work out. Ooh, 2 solutions. Each star represents a different way you can solve a level. Alright. Some levels have multiple stars / solutions to discover. 3 different solutions. Some stars are more challenging than others and might require more time and effort to discover. In the pause menu, you can take a hint or skip harder solutions by using Let It Be. I'm gonna be trying to use this as little as possible because I just love brain teasers. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm powerless against them, just fixing them and realizing that I could do much more is just too much of an addiction to let go. So there are two different ways to do this. What if we try to do from the biggest one to the smallest one now, which does sound like something we can do. Doesn't sound far from reality. There we go. We have two solutions. Nice. Alright, this is much easier than I thought it's gonna be. And now we have video games. Clippy from Windows XP alongside something that looks like Doom alongside Mass Effect, I suppose? Or this could be Mass Effect, but it might as well be Half-Life Alyx. It does inspire me, something like that. There's some Egyptian, maybe Super Mario. This looks like the color of a Velociraptor, maybe Turok. This, I don't know. I don't know that either. Some engravings, and this is Cyberpunk. I'm gonna say that it's Cyberpunk. We have a good taste in games. Three envelopes, and we have to put the stamps on them. How much are they even worth? Do we just put them based on how they look? Maxwell, let the envelope go! I told you guys, this is gonna be a bad... It's gonna be a bad thing doing it while he is around. While we do love him, he does love to cause a ruckus, so... Let's keep an eye on him. Well, if this was Germany, a normal envelope would be 95 cents. And depending on the size, and also depending on the mass of it, it might as well be €1.10. Maxwell, I swear. And stamps could vary from 5 cents to 10, 15, 20. They could be even 95 cents directly. 1 and 10, they could also be. 1 and 80, they can also be for the bigger ones. But I suppose we're doing it just for the game. I suppose 20, 40, 60. And each one of them is 10 and 10, and that's 80. That's how it used to be 2 years ago in Germany, actually, around 80 cents for one envelope. Which this might be accurate, depending... considering when this game got launched, then I do understand. I think it is completely accurate how it is. The stamps do look nice, and they're very tidy. This person that we're playing as really knows how to do it. Bunch of scribbly lines. I'm supposing that this should be around here. This ends up making a circle around here. Let's get this out of the way for a bit. This goes around here because it connects, so it's not a perfect circle, it's more of a squiggly again. This goes around here, this goes in the corner here, and it does make a signature along with here. It looks like a bean, or... Well, the person does like beans, I suppose, based on the signature, and based on the color of the paper, I suppose he also likes to remove the beans from the system. Here we have a lot of different fruits, hanging fruits. And we have different bowls, different pens that we can use. We have one singular yellow one that we notice here. We can put it right here. Wow, so we have to put all of the available pins on every fruit, and looking at the text, it doesn't even look readable. It's as if this is a completely alternate reality in which people actually clean their homes. actually have time to clean their homes, this might be a completely perfect world. Because nowadays, when you think about it, there's no more time to even do that anymore. Cleaning your home is something of the past. Well, you go to work and you come back and you look at your home and you realize, well, what even is the point? And that is a sad reality that we have come to terms with, not being able to clean your house anymore. But this is why games like this exist. It shows you what you could be doing. What you could be doing if your mom didn't tell you to do something, so now you don't want to do it anymore. This could be you. This could be us. And it is, because look at us, we're doing it. And, well, we're doing it together. So that's the best thing. That's the best thing you can do. Wow, we could have seen that. Could we zoom out and see it? Ooh, we can zoom in. But we can zoom out. So right click is pausing. Interesting. So here we have a calendar. On the first one there's a squiggly with a dot. Third one there's a star, and there's another star on the 12th one. Fourth one there's a gray flower, and the 13th one is also a gray flower. So what can I assume from this is that 12 minus 3, it's every 9 days, so I assume that the next one will be 21. And the next one would be 30. The gray flower is also every 9 because it's just plus 1, so I assume that the second one will be on the 22nd. This is on the first one, and this on the 10th one, which makes me assume that the next one might just be on 19. And the next one after that might just be at 28. This first one has a little dot on it, which might me assume that it repeats and then repeats once more. So every week they have one type of appointment, and the other week they have another one. So they have 2 different appointments in 2 weeks. I wonder what that might be. That's 5, so up until this point we've had them 9, so I assume it's 14, and the next one will be 23. This one was on the 6th one, which I assume that will be on the 15th, and then after that will be 24th, and the little asterisk is 8, then I assume the next one will be 17. I didn't put that right. Now it looks better. And the next one will be 26. And now we have all our appointments perfectly in one place. That is very nice. I do wonder why the orange dot is below and the blue one is upwards. And now we have a bunch of books. Well, what we can notice from the level, in the first second of looking at it, it's that there's 2 of the same size, and look at it again, there's 2 of each size. And there's a design on the bottom as well. It looks like volume of the same line of books, but we don't see a number. It definitely feels like something you would summon Cthulhu with, but I'm sure that we don't have anything to hide, right? We're just a person that really likes to clean, and that's how it's gonna stay. Let's try to equal it up. I like how it looks like, so I'm gonna assume it might have to do with it, I suppose. And I sure do hope it's gonna have to do with it. Because, well, it does look good, so it should be good, right? Obviously. This one also has to mirror on this one. This has to be in the middle, this one right here. And now we have one of the 2 solutions. Everything else is the same, so I assume that the second solution would be organizing this design on the below. I like how this wave looks. It does look like it starts at the beginning. It doesn't look like any other design, so I sure hope I'm right. So it starts with a wave, and It continues into what? I want to assume that it continues into this. So I will start off by saying that this should be in the middle, I suppose. It does look like a middle part. So this is in the middle, I was right. I need a solid that goes here, so I think that would be it. And I think this would be here as well. And now we have exactly what we needed for the dolphin. And the dolphin the other side as well. The head of the dolphin. And the head of the other one. This comes together really nicely. It seems like everything is taken care of already. As I'm noticing here, it is exactly how it should be, I suppose. It ends up into the wave, and then we all need to complete this side, I suppose. And we did it! Wow, what a nice design. Look at this, there's two dolphins fighting against the current to go. But they're being forced apart by these waves, seemingly coming from the same spot and just ending up separating them more. And them fighting just brings them more and more apart. What I can assume from this is that it's a story about two dolphins that really have it for each other. Well, this is why we have Skype. Or Discord these days, I suppose. They just need to figure out how to use them. Here we have a bunch of paintings that seemingly look normal and straight at first glance, but first of all, who'd take pictures slanted like this, and who'd frame them, and... Well, thing is, who wouldn't straighten them up before even taking them? Or framing them, for the fact. Oh! Ooh. That's very nice. It's a birthday party, 3 houses, a llama, I suppose, with a choker, or I might say that that's just a shadow that's being casted by the long snoot and chin, but I like to assume that it's a choker. I suppose this is our persona here, and these are our friends that came to terms with our persona and agree with our stance now, and they really like us for who we are, so that's why we invite them to the party, our birthday party. And these are their houses because we are so good friends that we just moved basically in the same neighborhood next to each other, albeit on a slanted slate and in a really bad position, but our friends decided that it would be a very good choice for them to move on with us. No matter how it looked or no matter what it was, it would be the best if we move in together. And this person here, they look like they barely have any safety gear on them. I mean, I suppose they are standing on a piece of wood and are hanging on for dear life on that rope. And I do suppose they have good tools at their disposal. I suppose this is water or maybe paint, but it does look like it's being cleaned. And it does look like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. But I'm supposing that these days they're using something more than a piece of wood, right? Well, I hope that that piece of wood won't let any splinters if it doesn't make you fall, I suppose. Safety is safety, right? And now we have a bunch of squiggly lines again. This time it looks like it wouldn't make something, but I'm supposing not. Did I just find the right place in the first go? I might be better at this than I think. And just judging by the design, I suppose that this might be here. Somewhere for here. Yes, okay. It all comes down to understanding how it works. So we need a squiggly line for the corner. We need something that is straight like this. And now we need something that comes in connection with this. It has no connection to anything. It just seems like a very weird drawn line, to be honest. This looks like the head of something. Maybe a toucan. Are we hiding something? The person we're playing as might have toucans. Did I get something wrong? Or not yet completed, I suppose? I got something wrong. I did not hear the clink. What is it supposed to convey? Is it a particle accelerator? What are we even hiding in the basement? Aside from cat food, I suppose. I haven't had my brain so calmed in a long time. So looking at these pencils, it looks like some of them are sharpened more than the others, and this does look like it's sharpened enough to be next to this one. This looks like it's in a third place. This looks like it's the last one, and this looks like it's the fourth place. Okay, we got one. One solution out of 3 solutions. What other solution might be here? Well, what comes to mind is these little shadings here. This looks like the biggest shading. This looks like it ends right here. This ends right here. This ends right here. And this ends right here. But would the game be so schizo that would let me actually go on a schizo rant about it and be right? I don't suppose so. What I'm seeing as well is the gums. The gums are different size. And this looks like the smallest one, so yet again, we'll put it right here. This is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one, and we got it once again. We got the second solution. Wow, this is interesting, very interesting. They're playing on a lot of factors here that you might even not think about, and what would the colors even be about? I think we have to figure that out ourselves. I mean, what I can realize from this is that it's a dark color and this is a bright color. This is also a bright color, but it's more towards this one. So call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I think they're going to a shade of white here. Towards this one, but it doesn't make any sense with the green one, but let's try this out. So it's red, it's pastel red with the orange. This is a yellowish. This is a green because you add a bit more real red, I suppose. What does red and yellow make again? I'm not really sure. And the gray one as the last. It actually was it. Actually was the solution, which... so bright colors, warm colors versus cold colors. Warm, warm. This is also warm in the middle. This begins to be a bit cold, and this is just straight up gray. Or blue. Or light blue. Or light blue gray. Here we are now again with a lot of papers on our table and stamps and whatnot, and an ID. LTG. It looks like Splatoon writing, to be honest. A plane ticket as well with a receipt and an envelope. Are we writing to someone that we are on our way to visit them? Let's try to start doing something here. So what if we put the envelope in the corner? Or up here, for the fact. The paper has to be here. And I'm assuming that the plane ticket has to be here. ID somewhere around here, I suppose. Or maybe we start the receipt. The the receipt can be there, and then variables can be here, and once you put them, oh, you can still take them even though they were the right. You can try your own ways if you're really unsure. This goes up here, this goes in the middle, this goes in this little place here, in here, and the torn bookmark right here. It's with cat emojis, really nice. No, you did not, Maxwell. Oh, Maxwell. Whatever, we can get back to this one at some point. The fact is, we already did it and our brain has processed it, so whatever Maxwell has done, we just can't hate him. We always love Maxwell. So we have books, so yet again, from the first book encounter and second one, what we've noticed is there's different widths. So this does look like the wider one. But yet again, I'm noticing way more patterns here, such as the lines. There are different elevations and they do not look like they coincide, so they're all different elevations. It is very hard to tell if one is thicker than the other though. I really can't tell in some situations. I suppose this is thinner than this one. They do look to be the same size though. I don't think so actually. This goes here, this goes here, this goes in here, and this is the thinner one, but it does not work. So let's try the first plan. Let's try putting this to the top mar. Let's try putting this below that, and I think now that would be it. I think that's it. This would be the second one from the other side. This would be the fourth one. This would be the fifth one, yes. This will be the sixth. The seventh. The 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. 11, 12. This has to go here. And it has to go here. This has to go to the end. And this has to be here. No, here. I was right! The lines, they do make sense. But what else could there be? Let's turn on the brain a bit. Let's think about it a bit. So what there is are designs, widths, but those coincide. Some of them have the same width, such as this one and this one. They do look like they have the same width. Or with this one, they do like the same width. So there's no way to make them from width. So what is there to be is, I suppose, color? So let's try sorting it from color. First off, I'll try to go for the same kind of thing that I did in the first level. I'll try to do the first book. Maybe they have to be mirror of each other. And then I'll have to go for... Or I suppose we'll do the first colors like normal. And then I'll go for the mirrored. And then I suppose I could be going for a different kind of color. So this is red and this is this other one. This goes on this side along with this side, I suppose. Maybe we have to put them right next to each other though. So this one and this one combined with this one and... No, that cannot be it. No. So what if we put this one here? So this, and then it goes into pastel, and then it goes into normal, the other, and then this goes into this kind of thing. And then this could be completely into the normal one again. Meanwhile, this is the other thing in which it is this and this. But this has to be normal again, so we'll have to put this again here. And this also has to be yellow. And now this is opposite and opposite, and this is also like this, I suppose. I don't think... Oops. I don't think that was it. I already see the background of that. Oh, that's a really nice feature. You can just use the eraser. You can decide to not look into it if you don't want it anymore, or just reveal some sides of it. So it has to be red and blue. So I was right. Red and blue, and then blue and red. It's completely blue. Alright. Red and blue, blue and red. Then completely blue and completely red. Then it has to be this pastel. And then it has to be normal again. I'm sorry for this, guys. It is just too much of a brain teaser for now. I'll maybe go into it another time, but it's too much. I don't really understand that. It's too much to ask for me. Alright, let's see if... Ooh, throw away, okay. Really nice. We have to make clean here for a bit, so let's look at all the pens that we have here. First off, we noticed already that they are differently sharpened, and this does look a bit more sharpened than this one. This definitely looks like it's more sharpened than this one. This would be in the second one, this in the last one, and this. But it doesn't look like it is, so what about the squiggly lines? But what I'm noticing is that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't correlate to anything, so I suppose it would be the first one in the middle. So what if we put this? And what if we put this at the start? What if we put this in the middle? And what if we put this at the end? So what if we put this again at the end? Ooh, so it goes from middle. No, Maxwell.
What?
Ah, I guess we gotta do it all again, huh? Throw it all away. We don't want any of these. But we just sharpened them, but yet again, this one in particular has no edge, so it means it has been broken. So very interesting how some are smaller than the others. Do they have different functionalities or different assignments? Because one is more used than the other, and the least used ones are the one with the sharp lines rather than the squigglies. So let's see what we can do here again. Maybe from bigger to smaller. That obviously should be it, right? Biggest one to the smallest one. It does look very nice. Alright. Maxwell, I thought we thought about this. Maxwell.
What?
And the song gets a bit more grim. As if we're a bit scuffled about what just happened, but we just had to let it go. I will let it go, Maxwell. I still love you for who you are, but you really need to work on your temper. And that was not a really funny swipe attempt. You definitely did it on purpose to annoy me. We let it slide. We love Maxwell. And now it goes back to normal, and we have a vinyl disc. What happened to it? Look at these scratches. I have a friend that would never let this go. So there's scratches everywhere except here in the middle.
What?
So what if we put here... Ooh. Very nice. And now we have these knobs. So this turned it faster? Wait, that's very fast. It does sound very weird, but the way vinyl discs work is just amazing. This is digital before digital. You could have turned this knob and they would have spawned faster and they would have sound different. That's amazing. But sadly, I'm not as old as that. I've never used a vinyl before. I always saw it being used by other people and people talking about it and people being in communities about them. And, well, there is a whole community about them and people are still selling them in stores. I just haven't seen a vinyl player ever in my life. Chapter 2, The Lost Recipe. We have 3 cans. 3 tomato cans. Oh, it's going to be like this. This reminds me of the job. The whole point of the job is to put everything to look nice for the customer. I do work in a supermarket, and what you have to do is put everything on forwards, at least when you don't have that much work to do and the market is going a bit slower. You go on every shelf and you put things on the front and make them look really nicely and easily to be grabbed. Of course, there is some times when you cannot do that and, well, the things sell really fast and then there might be no order in the shelves, but when it is like this and we do manage to get it like this, it feels very satisfying and it feels like we actually did something as opposed to, well, putting in new stuff on the shelves. That is basically always going to be like that. It's never going to change. I do hope it stays like that. I hope AI would not take it over. Because there are some stores that are basically shop and go. For example, you have a scanner in your hands, you scan your items, and then you pay at the cash register by yourself. And I don't think that should be the case in the future. So we have jars. Rather than going for the most complicated thing in the first go, let's try to see the easiest part of it all. So we saw the jars. One is bigger than the other. So let's just sort them by that. Three solutions to this puzzle. First solution was easy, just sort them out by size. And now we sort them by... Let's make it easy again. Let's sort it by the liquid available in the jar. 1, 2, this look a bit like beans. 3, no, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. They do that a lot in 6 and 7, don't they? So now we have to go in the more intricate part of it. What could we possibly do? I suppose we can sort it by the number of items in there, right? So 3, 4. This doesn't look like it has 5, but we'll try it out. This does look like it has 5. I'm gonna try to do it like this first. And we have a couple of peas in here, a couple of eggs, I suppose, with eggshells, or olives actually. Little olives with holes in them, the green olives even. This jar definitely looks like it doesn't belong here. Like there's 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is definitely not 7. There is definitely something wrong. But let's try to sort it by this. First off, we have peppers along with green beans. And then we have the little dots. And then we have the little chips or whatever they might be. This feels very odd. Well, the easiest ones were easy, so I don't know what there might be. So this is the one where we did that. Is there something with nothing in it? I don't think I've seen that. Is there actually something with nothing inside of it? Oh! Oh, Oh, this has more green inside than yellow. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. It's green to yellow. So for example, seeing this, it's completely yellow. And seeing this, it's completely green. And this in the middle has green and yellow, both the same. This is a bit more on the red, yellow, green. And this has more yellow than green, I suppose. Well, I suppose I should be living like this. This on the side and this in the middle. And just put it around, I suppose. So yellow and green. And in the middle a combination. Very nice. I wouldn't have thought of that myself. Very, very smart. And now we have spoons. We have a little spoon, a bigger spoon. So what if we do put all of the spoons in each other? Oh wow, this feels so inefficient, but it does feel so optimal at the same time. Wow. It just gained much more mass and much more durability. It certainly does feel like how upgrading weapons in Tinker's Construct in Minecraft is. Just adding a lot of layers of nothing, realistically. Oh, I did want to replay that. I'm pretty sure there's more to that, right? This is the first time we go back a level. It reminds me of all I've done. Stamps, the books, the pencils, the squiggles, the vinyl, and there's a second chapter. And we did go back to the spoons, or we wanted to at least. So let's see about these spoons. What could we realistically do? Set them right next to each other based on size. This does look very nice. It's a very nice spoon, but would it really be practical eating with it? It looks like something you'd see in a restaurant, and, well, the fact is, they serve you in that because you'll be in it only once. You will not need to feel comfortable, right? Here we have what looks like broken balls or scratched ones in the best case scenario. And you can spin them around. What if we can spin every single one of them to have the scratches available on each side? So these connect here. This does not look safe. And this also connects with this. Something happened here. They might have all fallen at the same time in some way or another, but yet again, would you feel safe eating on one of these balls? I'm pretty sure you could just pull them apart with your hands. So there's a bit more solutions to this one. What about the squiggly lines? So let's assume it starts from here. It does end up on a note in which... Interesting. So what if we do let this for a bit, like this? No, that's not it. No. This does connect a bit here though, but it doesn't connect with anything else here. Let us leave it like that for a little bit like that. This does look like a connect here. And it does connect here as well. But I think we're lacking something from here. And now what else has to be done? This here on the bottom. Very nice. I really don't like how those cracks look like, and well, I don't have any OCD or anything like that, but if there were cracks, no matter how you favorite your bowls were and how much you love them, I assume you wouldn't use them as much as you would, well, use a different kind of bowl. I assume you would hate losing your soup more than you would hate losing your bowl, I assume. And now we have different containers of whatever that might be. And they all have different colors, so what could we possibly do it by? Well, can we spin them around? No, we can arrange them. So what if we put this at the start? It just comes from the bigger one, and then this connects into that one. This goes into a little hill in here, goes downwards and there, and this the same. What if it starts from a bigger one, then there's a hill, and then, well, there's another one that connects into it, and then there's another one that goes upwards, and then this one that goes downwards, and this is one of the two solutions. What other solutions might there be? I think I see it. So it's a straight color, and then there's a bit more fragmentation to it, way more fragmentation, and it goes towards being completely pure again. That is way more satisfying than sorting them based on the heel. That is amazing. And now we have eggs. We can't do anything with a package, but we can move the eggs out of it and put them in a straight line. Or not. What if we put them in a way that... No, dude, this is not enough. So what could we do here? They all look good to me. I would do this, to be honest. But there's only one solution to it. I mean, it makes sense. I suppose I would have done it in one row, but I suppose this is it. Really nice. Sorting out the chicken poop. And now there's shapes in there. That goes to be the first one, and I suppose... This will be the second one? No, I need to get a bigger one, way bigger one than these ones. What is with the crumbs? What are these? Oh, it's a puzzle. We don't need to put it on top of each other. We need to put them right next to each other for it to fit into each other. That makes a lot more sense now. It fits in here, and this, well, does not fit in there, obviously, but it fits in here. No. Well, we do know what a puzzle is like because, well, we own it. So I do assume that we can't comment on that. Well, I might be not seeing something, but this does look like it comes in here. There has to be something on the top. A corner of sorts. I might be suffering some kind of brain damage right now. Oh, wow, I am suffering a lot of brain damage right now. So they have to be right next to each other. It's not even that crazy of a shape, it's just right next to each other. Oh, this makes it much easier. I thought it's something else. What are they though? It looks like the shape of an egg, but yet again it's blocked here. Were there more than one way to solve it? I think it's one way to solve it. And now we have fruit. And what we can already notice is the stickers, they don't match with anything. stickers are completely irrelevant. They have to be removed. This goes on here, this goes on here, and this go away. Simple as that. There's nothing more to be thought of. It's just every food has stickers, so it can be sold, because not everyone can remember the clue codes. I don't suppose there was another way. I didn't even look at the stars. I was just looking at the fruits. I was too mesmerized. And now we have pastas. Well, I suppose this is the easiest one to sort. Oh, so we put them from this. It starts from the little one from the big one with no indentation. Or let's sort it out from the bigger to the smaller. This is way bigger. Wait, what is this? Well, this is way bigger. I'll put it here. This is here. This is here. This goes here. Is this way bigger than this one? Oh, and I already see it. I already see one solution. So it goes all straight. Basically straight. And it goes from being very thick to being very thin. Or it might be something else. But this is very thin as well. And it goes into a little squiggly line. And this, and maybe this as well? No, this has to go here. And this has to go here. I'm completely wrong about it. So what if we sort the pasta like this? Squiggly to less squiggly. I think I can notice it now. It does have levels to it. Certainly does have a lot of levels to it. Oh, it goes like this, and it gets shaped up into this, which then gets shaped up into this, which just becomes this, and it gets squiggly and squiggly. No, not the pasta at all, man, oh, not again. Oh, man. How many other solutions were this one? I did not look again. This one had more than one solution. I didn't notice. This one also had 2 solutions, so let us do one more solution, and I think that will be it for today. But what could there be? Maybe the equal amount of sticker on everyone. So this has 1, 2, 3 stickers on it. And with this one being here, 1, 2. It also has 3 stickers on it now. Let's bring the pair to the front. I might be overthinking this, but it does make sense that it might have an equal amount of stickers on them all, right? This also has a bunch of them, so 1, 2. Oh, this has a... I got it. Alright, I forgot about that one. No! I can grab it mid-flight. That's amazing. I have 3 here. So 3 on here, 3 on here, and 3 on here. What else? Is it just them being removed? Like in general, just having a root with no stickers? It is. Well, this is the first episode of A Little to the Left. If you enjoyed watching this video, then I fully recommend you to subscribe and like if you do enjoy my voice and do enjoy me playing these little games. And, well, we'll see each other in the next episode, right? Very nice MIDI music.